under fading skies. Tattered flags waving dreams in our eyes. The crowds roar like a storm on the wind. We're the underdogs fighting again.
Hey guys, what's going on? Good evening. I finally get to say it. God damn it, it is time for World Cup 2026. I have been waiting for this moment for 8 years since the announcement that Concacaf was going to be the host nation. I've been waiting for 4 years since the conclusion of Qatar 2022. And here we are, the United States versus Paraguay to kick things off. And in 15 minutes, God damn it, we are going to dance with Common Bull. And let me tell you, this is something that all day today, I've been waiting for this from when I woke up. Understanding that our fiercest rival were able to get off on the ball yesterday. And of course, today, Canada gets themselves a point against Bosnia. And now it's our turn to get the 3 points and get this Group D rolling right in the right way. And so, man, listen, it's going to be absolutely phenomenal tonight. I know that you guys are looking forward to it. I know for a fact that I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. By the way, do you guys know what else would be fantastic? If you guys hit that like and subscribe button and also hit the notification bell. We are one away from 500. Who is going to be lucky 500 tonight on the live stream? Obviously, to be honest with you, I'd love like another, 500 tonight. That would be fantastic. We can even push it to 1,000. But listen, man, I don't put the cart before the horse. But do me a favor, show the channel some love, get this thing headed to 1,000, and let me tell you, it'll be absolutely fantastic. And of course, I would absolutely appreciate it. So please do me the favor and show the channel some love. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, and let's go ahead and start with Paraguay. I guess you can say the visitors tonight. And it looks like Gustavo Alfaro has lined up in a 4-4-2. Just like I thought they would be playing. And in goal tonight will be Gil. The back four will be Caceres and Alonso, who are going to be the outside backs. Alonso is going to be on the left. Caceres will be on the right. The midfield, the center back pairing will be Alderete and Gomez. And of course, Gomez tonight will be wearing the captain's armband for Paraguay. The midfield four will feature Gomez on the right-hand side and Miguel Almiron on the left-hand side, and a center mid pairing of Cubas and Bobadilla. And of course, Cubas plays for your Vancouver Whitecaps. He's an absolutely fantastic midfield piece. Very good in the link-up play, but also defensively is sound and solid. And let me tell you, that this is probably going to be one of their better areas on the pitch, is essentially right down through the middle of this middle of the park. And up top will be Sanabria and Ciso, who definitely gets the start tonight. Of course, he was a 50-50 decision coming into tonight. But this is the way that Paraguay likes to play. They like to be compact. They like to be organized, and they like to attack on the counter. And this is something that they're absolutely very good at defensively. They were great through World Cup qualifying. So listen, this is going to be a tough out tonight, but there's one thing that we have that they don't have, and we're going to get into it in just 1 second before the kick. Let's take a look at your U.S. men's national team. And of course, this is led by Mauricio Pochettino. And it looks like we will be playing 3 in the back today. Tonight in between the sticks will be Matt Freese. Now, I thought there would be an outside chance that Matt Turner would get this one tonight. Not so much. Matt Freese is the number 1 coming into this tournament, and it is what it is. So there you go. There it is. The back three will be Tim Ream, who is wearing the captain's armband, playing out the left. Chris Richards will be in that central area of the back three. Good to see Chris. And listen, I'm absolutely I'm absolutely happy to see him. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since Chris has actually played a game of football. But that being said, better late than never. Alex Freeman will be on the right side of a back three, and I don't think there's any surprise with that as well, because it felt like now for the last couple of weeks that Alex Freeman has locked down that spot. So congratulations to Alex Freeman getting his first World Cup start. The midfield 4 will feature the outside backs of Jedi Robinson off the left and Serginho Dest off the right. No surprise there. And of course, the midfield pairing, I guess you can say the double pivot, will feature Tyler Adams and Weston McKennie. And of course, I was a little surprised. I thought maybe West might be a little higher up. I did think that Sebastian Berhalter might, he might be the guy in the lineup tonight against a team like Paraguay. I thought it made a little bit more sense, but and all that was just considering that Malik Tillman is a little, he was a little shaky, a little rusty. But it is what it is. West will be in that midfield pairing. And quite honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. It is what it is. The 2 high tens tonight will be Christian Pulisic off the left, and Malik Tillman will be off the right, and up top will be Flo Balogun. And on the bench tonight for Mauricio Pochettino, Chris Brady, Matt Turner, obviously the 2 keepers, Austin Trusty, Joe Scally, Mark McKenzie, Miles Robinson are your defenders. Brendan Aronson, Christian Roldan, Giovanni Reina, Max Arfton, Sebastian Berhalter, Timmy Weah are your midfielders, and your attackers tonight will be Zendejas, Haji Wright, and Ricardo Pepi. So here's the interesting thing about this one, and I think it's worth mentioning. And Greg 1987, it's good to see you, Greg. I'm a big fan of Greg 1987. Him and Natesky. Those are my guys, man. Of course, there's like a core of 4 who show up in the chat, and these guys are my guys. Greg is definitely one of them. He says 4 years, and here we are. And we are here. Yep, absolutely. We have the Dermatron. Let's see, from the whole off of Ireland, we are with you all the way 3-0 tonight. Absolutely. Rich Rod, who's starting at keeper? That would be Matt Freese. If we do not get 9 points in the knockout stage, it will be a fail. You mean in the group stage? If we finished on 7, 2 wins and a draw, I'd be fine with that. As long as we win the group, I'll be perfectly fine with it. All right. So one of the things that's worth noting today is the fact that for the United States, a bulk of these players played in Qatar 4 years ago. This is nothing new. The bright lights of the World Cup, the pressure of coming into this first World Cup match, and the understanding of what it takes and what it needs and what the expectations are. These guys have been through it. They were there 4 years ago against Wales and nearly pulled that one off. And so from that standpoint, tonight there's not going to be a lot of nerves from that U.S. side. They've been here. They understand. They know what it feels like. Yes, there are a few first-timers, fair enough, but we have the leadership to make it not so daunting, and especially for a guy like Matt Freese, who is making his first World Cup start in net, there could be a lot of nerves. But for Paraguay, this is their first World Cup match since 2010. They haven't qualified in 16 years. South Africa, the last World Cup match, South Africa was the host nation. So it's been quite a while. And for this group of players that has never tasted what it feels like to be in this moment under the bright lights, the fact that there's probably going to be 1 billion people tuning into this match, yeah, there's going to be a lot of pressure on Paraguay and how they respond to this. What are the nerves going to be like? They're not a bad team. They're not a great team. Let's be perfectly honest. They qualified 6 on 28 points in CONMEBOL. Let's understand this. They're good. They're not great. We are very good. Maybe we're not great, but we're very good. But this should be a match where we get all 3 points without, I wouldn't say necessarily with ease, but it should favor us quite a bit considering we are the home nation. We are used to this by now. So for me, at least, the United States has the advantage tonight. And yes, and it looks like the national anthems are being played right now. They're being sung by 2 very, I guess, decent-looking gentlemen. Is that Tom Cruise and David Beckham? It is. So anyway, that is going to be the issue with Paraguay. How are they going to handle the early nerves and pressure of playing in their first World Cup? Versus us, we know exactly what it takes to win this match. That is going to be my key to this first half. Can the United States play this to their advantage? Can we get 2 early goals within the first 30 minutes and put this thing away? Put this thing away before the half. Because we come out in the second half, we get that 3rd goal, we put them to the sword, we lay down a marker, and we absolutely get this thing absolutely rolling in game 1. Let's see. Poch has to back up what he's been saying. I agree. Let's see. Paraguay isn't bad, but if we lose to them, we should be disgusted. Yeah, I don't think we should be. I think that word is a little strong there, Rich Rod. I'm so nervous smoking 2 cigarettes at the same time. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. Nicotine myself. Tyler Adams is crying. Oh, wow, Tyler. Wow. But we're getting started for this one. Do I think Josh Sargent should have made the squad? No, I do not. I do not. When he finally got the move back to Toronto, I don't think there was enough time to resurrect his national team opportunity. The interesting thing, though, is that he will be only 29 in 2030. So there's a good chance that he potentially could work his way back into the national team squad. But we are getting very, very close to the start of this one, as there are the referees. In just a quick second, we will let you know who will be reffing tonight, who will be in the VAR. It looks like Danny Makaleli from the Netherlands will be your head referee. I love Dutch referees. Absolutely fantastic. There's my guys right there. There's my guys right there. Oh, look, LA showed out for this one, baby. And in the VAR booth will be Carlos del Cerro Grande from España and Dennis Hegler of the Netherlands. So we are about ready to get things underway here in Los Angeles. The United States, and of course, this is an absolutely monumental World Cup for this team. And I can't stress this enough. Now, it's a little bit different than it was in 94 because off the backs of 94, obviously Major League Soccer came into play. But what this World Cup could absolutely do is, at least for a month, could have the exact same effect. Because if the United States laid down a marker tonight, chances are pretty good that the rest of this country will react to it, and will react to it in a very, very good way. And all of a sudden, Americans will be hanging off the words of the players and Mauricio Pochettino. And Americans love a good magic carpet ride. And if this team can take this country on a magic carpet ride this summer with this World Cup, all of a sudden this sport will be a mainstream sport. So we are about ready to get underway now. Paraguay will be in their road blues. The United States will be in their home whites. There they are. Look at those sexy things. Look at those sexy shirts. And there's Christian. As the United States, it looks like they're going to be playing from left to right. I can't believe we're playing a World Cup on home soil. Dig it, ladies and gentlemen. Dig it, boys and girls. I haven't seen this in 32 years. Whoo! And we are underway as this ball will get played all the way down the left-hand side, and I still don't understand why they kicked this ball out of bounds to start it. Regardless, it is what it is. As Paraguay, as it looks like Caceres will be throwing this one in, and he does. As this one goes down, as Ream will try to pop this one forward as it falls down, makes its way forward, the U.S. will try to play through traffic, as this ball will pop all the way back, and Tim Ream will have to chase it. And the U.S. will regain possession, as there's Mauricio Pochettino. Looking quite dapper tonight in his relaxed shirt. He's going blue. Look at that suit, that casual suit of Mauricio. And there's Gustavo Alfaro dressed to the nines. Nice tie he's wearing. As play will resume, because it looks like there was a whistle there. As Paraguay now will have possession. As this ball will get played in. As Ream will try to cover this thing. As that thing gets chipped over the bar. As Paraguay is now attacking the box. As this thing will get cleared and get played out. So the United States is lucky Miguel Almiron didn't score right there. As that was a good ball through, and it did find Almiron as Tim Ream tried to bump him off and played one in. And it looks like Chris Richards kind of got punked off the ball right there. So here's the throw in by Caceres into the box. Jedi bumps it forward, and he'll head it forward. It settles down as Kubas will play this one back. As Alderete now will swing this down to the left-hand side, but right there is Matt Freese. So the U.S. Yeah, that's right. That's right. They have only lost once to us back in November. So the U.S. will have their first chance at possession, as this ball will swing to the right with Alex Freeman, as that ball is going to get played over the top. McKennie will play it through. Here's Balogun. Oh, good move by Balogun. As McKennie drew Alderete in. As the U.S. will come away with this. Here's Serginho Dest playing it forward. Here's Wes. Taps it forward. Here's Balogun in the box. Lays it off to Serginho. Now around the corner. Serginho. And there's a whistle. I think they're going to say this might be offsides. Oh, that's so weak. Weak. He wasn't offside at all. Is that right, bruh? Is that right, bruh? You might as well use the word brev. Brev. But bet. How about that one? Bet. Yeah, I didn't see the offside either. So as the this goal kick will swing all the way down. Here's Gomez off the right-hand side. As that's going to get tipped forward and out. So it looks like Paraguay again will have to throw in as Casares again will be responsible for this one. So both teams are attacking from their back lines, trying to play balls in, as that throw-in will go past the end line. So Matt Freese will have the goal kick here. Brev. Is that what you think, Jamie865? Do you think it's going to be 5-0 Paraguay? You can just say you hate the USA, bud. You can just say it, bud. It's all good. I'm not gonna fault you for literally hating it and you jumping on this live stream to to troll, but come on, man. If you actually think that, then you're an idiot. As Tim Ream will hold possession, this one gets played back to Matt Freese, so they're going to reset here, and it'll be Chris Richards. Of course, my man from Crystal Palace. As here's Tyler Adams. As the U.S. now will set up off the left-hand side with Tim Ream as he takes it past the halfway line. And here's Christian dropping a little deep here to make a touch there. I absolutely hate it when that happens. There's no need for Christian to draw that deep for a touch. It's not that serious that he needs to relinquish his space to make that touch. But needless to say, that ball gets played out. So it looks like this will be a Paraguay throw-in. Richards is the Yanks' best player. No. As this ball will get thrown in. As Freeman will head this one up. Wes again. By far, our best player is Christian Pulisic. And our second best player is probably Balogun, followed by McKennie and Adams. Then Jedi. Then Chris. Speaking of Jedi, as there's a ball that's going to go forward. There's a ball that's in, and Chris Richards will clear this one out. So again, Paraguay finding space. Down the flank. Good ball in right there by Enciso. That ball was actually right on the money, but Chris Richards was there. Right in front of Sanabria. As Paraguay comes away with it right there. And Sanabria now will hang this. There's the switch. As that ball will go into a central area. Good play right there by Tim Ream. And now here comes Alex Freeman. Good ball forward. Here's Weston McKennie, and he's got space. West cuts over. He's got Christian on the left-hand side. And, of course, Christian is being flanked by two. But oh, my God, he beats two players. Oh, it's a goal! It's a goal! And the U.S. jump on 7 minutes in. It don't matter. Own goal, don't matter. And no, Mexico does not own us. So the U.S. grab the early lead, and that's exactly what was needed. And what did I say at the top of the show? This is exactly the type of start the U.S. needed. 2 early goals, get the crowd on their side, and that was a nice move by Christian Pulisic to dribble through 2 defenders. West gets on it, makes the touch, tries to move over to Balogun, but it's an own goal. But there it is. The U.S. will grab a lead. As play resumes. And the U.S., by the way, in their last 10 wins, I believe 8 of them came while holding a lead. This team is very good at holding leads. They don't really concede a lot as far as wins go. So the U.S. gets a dream start here in World Cup 2026. As Chris Richards here will play it to the right. Here's Alex Freeman. Of course, Freeman made the move to Villarreal this year in La Liga. As the U.S. do really enjoy building up in a back 3 here. As here's Jedi now down the left side. He's got space. Good ball into Christian. Christian's trying to get around the corner, and he certainly does. But now he's tripped up. There's a yellow card by off of Caceres. And so the U.S. now get themselves an absolute dangerous free kick off the left-hand side. As that'll be Caceres' obviously first yellow card of the match. And, of course, now he's under caution. So that's something that you're going to have to watch. A physical tackler. But, yeah, against Christian Pulisic. And he completely missed ball. That's going to happen more often times than not. It's 10 after 9 here in the United States. 9 p.m. on the East Coast. So it'll be Malik Tillman and Jedi standing over this one. It's kind of weird that Pochettino doesn't use Christian Pulisic on free kicks. As Tillman, that's going to be short. Here's Dest. As they're going to try to play this one around. Here's Freeman. Oh, Freeman absolutely takes his man. Ball in. Headed out. But right there is Malik. As Malik tries to spin away. Here's Christian. Christian trying to work his way around the corner. That's going to get tapped away. And that gets played out. U.S. will have a free throw-in as the United States waste a very precious free kick. That was absolutely wasteful. But it wasn't a really good delivered ball either. Here's Serginho Dest now. Off the right-hand touchline, plays it forward. Here's West. Pops it over the top. There's nobody there as that's going to get headed away. But there's Jedi Robinson to win this one back. The Fulham men. And, of course, Jedi and both Tyler Adams are being watched by Manchester United. That's a good ball through. Here's Balogun. Balogun's ball wasn't really the greatest. Good through ball from the United States as the Americans are attacking with gusto right now. Yeah, that's right. I said that. Gusto. That's another good ball in. It's going to be cleared by Caceres as Almiron is chasing, and Alex Freeman will let that one go out. So the U.S. again have another throw in. They're evaluating. As there's the switch to the left-hand side. Here's Jedi. So Freeman makes that switch right there. And immediately it gets played back. As Tyler Adams now. I read the report today that United is evaluating Tyler Adams and Jedi. They're looking to remake their midfield. Not a bad get, too, and there's going to be a whistle. As it looks like Malik Tillman is down. As we see this one again. It's not that bad. Who do you think will get further, the U.S. or England? I think England, but I would love to see that. I would love to see that as a round of 16 matchup. That would be fantastic. I don't think it'll happen, but as play is resumed after the restart here, of course, Chris Richards is the one of the biggest leaders there at Crystal Palace, and of course he's won 2 trophies in 2 seasons there. It's the Palace Renaissance. There's a turnover right there by Tyler Adams, and there's going to be a whistle. They're going to bring this one back. Freezer Turner. By the way, I love how England, that would be 4-0. It's like, get off. Like, dude, England has never beat the United States in a World Cup match. They played 5 times and have not won any of them. They're 0-1-4 against the United States in World Cup play. As play resumes, as this ball will make it all the way over to Tim Ream as they're going to play this one up the left hand side. Pulisic will play it forward, and that thing is going to get cleared away as Tim Ream comes in to head this one forward. As Kubas will lay it down, and there's going to be a whistle on Tim Ream. So the United States grab an early lead. That's my boy. That's my boy, Drusilla. I got nothing but love for my guy, Drusilla. Hope you're doing well. Nate Ski in the house. There's the Tartan Army right there. Scotland's in the house. That's one of my dark horse teams of this tournament. As play resumes after the goal kick, as it looks like, again, Paraguay got into an advantageous area to put one on net. As Enciso will drop to make a touch as this one will get played back. Looks like both Dest and Balogun are pressuring high. As Freeman will come up high as well, too. That one's chipped forward, and that gets played out by Tyler Adams. So it'll be a throw-in for Paraguay. There's Miguel Almiron, former Newcastle man, now back in Major League Soccer with Atlanta United. As there's a throw into the box that'll be headed forward by West. Nearly cleared by Serginho Dest. And there's going to be a bump right there against Serginho. Although it kind of did look a little floppy. Yeah, that was very floppy by Miguel. As that'll be a throw-in. As U.S. will hold possession here. Last 2 times they met, the U.S. finished with 56% possession in that match in November. And, of course, the U.S. beat Paraguay to open up that November window. So both of these teams are very familiar with each other. Oh, nice move by Jedi as he cuts in. Plays it forward. Oh, it pops away. Here's Balogun. It's got Dest. Oh, Serginho. You just got to play it. You can't pass it. Be selfish, Serginho. Play it right through the wickets. As that ball popped forward. As Balogun made the right thing, it was just a heavy touch right there. And Serginho, all you got to do is to play it right through the legs of the keeper, and it's 2-0. Oh. Do you know, are you asking me, do I know a Scottish person? Do you know how much a Scottish person must hate us if they would support England? Okay. Here's the corner. Headed up. Here's Wes to Jedi. Chips it forward. Back post. Oh, and Chris Richards was there. And it looks like heads collided. As we are pushing the 20-minute mark here. As we see it again, looks like it was Chris Richards and Alderete right there. And yeah, their heads collided. As the U.S. do lead 1-0, as we are now in the 17th minute. Football or soccer, it's both. Look at Maurizio looking styling tonight. He's casual. He's casual tonight. He's probably the best dressed looking dude that we've ever had on the sidelines. I gotta say, man, as far as style goes, as far as what the kids call drip, he's probably the most stylish dude we've ever had on the touchline. As we are looking at this one again, yeah, both of those guys' heads collide. As the countdown, although the interesting thing is JT Batson, who is the CEO of U.S. Soccer. He did say on Landon Donovan and Tim Howard's podcast that conversations have been held about the future of the national team and Maurizio Pochettino's place in it. And it does sound like he might want to extend for another 4 years. That's a good turn right there by Pulisic. And it looks like Caceres came up to make a play, though. Is this going to be U.S. ball here? They're going to say it's Paraguay. So it looks like Richards and Alderete are going to be fine here. That's a good crowd tonight in L.A. As this one will get headed forward. Balogun will try to make a touch. He does, but it pops right back to Caceres. He's going to play one in. There's Tim Ream with a block as Tillman tries to get forward. Held in, and there's going to be a whistle. So, yeah, this will go back to the United States. As I think they're going to whistle this one against Caceres. And, of course, Caceres already has the yellow card, so he's got to watch himself. And, of course, in that opener against Mexico and South Africa, there were a few red cards. So you do have to be a little bit careful of the red card. Here's Tim Ream as the USA works its way down the right-hand side with Alex Freeman. Here's Serginho. As it looks like the U.S. are trying to make runs down each flank. As Richards now will try to play this one to the left. Here's Tim Ream as he's got two options. There's a chip shot over the top, and it's going to be Malik Tillman. Oh, what a flick on to Weston McKennie, but it was broken up. That was a great flick right there. Just West with a little bit of a heavy touch right there. That was a fantastic flick on right to West. As that one will get out past the end line. So the goal kick has been taken as this ball gets played out. So Paraguay will have the throw in as the Estadios Unidos lead Paraguay 1-0 here as we're in the 21st minute as the World Cup opener for the United States in Group D. As this will round out all three host nations. If the United States do hold on for a victory tonight, that'll make 2 wins out of 3 for all three host nations. As Canada today earned their first ever World Cup point with a 1-1 draw to Bosnia and Herzegovina. You can't forget Herzegovina. Very key in that relationship with Bosnia. There's a chip over the top. It's going to be Christian trying to get around the corner. He's going to pull up, play it back to Jedi. And I don't know. Why did Tillman play it back when Christian actually could have made that cut down the touchline off that left-hand side? I hate it. The first reaction is just to play it back. Here's Pulisic cutting in. As Tyler Adams will drop it back. Tim Ream. They're going to play it now to the right-hand side with your boy Alex. Good turn right there. Oh, good pass in. West was just taking off the ball a little bit right there. As the United States, good combination play in the central areas right here to get numbers into the box. I actually really do enjoy the creativity here from the United States. They're looking a lot better in World Cup play than we saw in the two friendlies against Senegal and Germany. They look collected here as Serginho saves it from going out. Here's Tyler Adams. And now the United States will play down the left-hand side. It's going to be your boy Christian. He's everybody's boy. And now it'll be Wes. As Wes has dropped into that back three. As Freeman's kind of moved up a little bit. Here's Christian again. Around the corner, Christian will play it in. That's going to get tipped as that goes out. And there will be the first hydration break of the first half. And, of course, for those that are currently watching via TikTok, for those that are hate watching the United States, let me tell you, cope hard and cry harder. Let's see. Here we go. My guy, Jeff. Of course, a friend of the show, Jeff, is with Prost International. Does a lot of great work for Pro. So go over there and check him out. Deflections like that happen when it is in your favor. That's just good fortune, but you also create good fortune by getting the ball in front of the goal and putting defenders at risk like that. Without a doubt, Jeff. Without a doubt. And plus, in this first 20 minutes, the United States actually have been playing as the dominant side. Their creativity, not just down the wing, but also in central areas, really does have Paraguay on the back foot so far through this first 20 minutes. Like, you can tell early on who the more confident and more dominant team is, without a doubt. By the way, what do you think of today's starting 11, Jeff? Let me know how you feel about it. Let's see. We are dominant with possession and look so confident. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, my guy. Without a doubt. Facts. USA is reaching the semis. I like your confidence. Pennsylvania's ground roots effort is going to make a difference in the next 10 to 20 years. Pennsylvania, Virginia, Maryland, very good soccer hotbed when it comes to the youth soccer scene. As both teams look like they are very hydrated. As I love the Telemundo broadcast. And by the way, if you guys can get it overseas, do it, because Telemundo does not go to commercials for the hydration break. Okay. Say what you will against Pulisic. Send Des to North Korea. Come on, man. You can't speak about the Dutch that way. You wouldn't be saying that against. You wouldn't be saying that if that was like Virgil van Dijk or Mickey van de Ven or somebody like that. Come on now. You probably want him on your team. So play will resume with Paraguay having the goal kick as we are approaching the 27th minute. So yeah, about a good 15 minutes remain here. 15, 20 minutes. Is that Bill Gates? Yes, it is. And some other rich guy. As play has resumed with a goal kick down the right-hand side. That will get out, so the U.S. will have the throw-in. For those that are tuning in, the United States do lead 1-0 over Paraguay as the U.S. took the lead on an own goal. There's a ball forward. Here's your boy Christian cutting in. Christian will play one across. Here's Tyler Adams. Plays it forward. Bell again! Make it two! Make it two! As the United States just delivered the dagger in the first 30. Oh, they're going to say that shit's offside. Oh. Was it? Was it? Didn't look like it was offside. Are they saying that Christian? Oh, that's not offside at all. Are they saying Ballo was offside? Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, that was a horrible call. Refs taking goals off the board as that ball gets checked forward. I was going to say my prediction of getting two within the first 30 minutes was spot on. Goddamn offside rule. As the U.S. do a good job right there. Is that Serginho nearly taking that one away? It is. As Alex Freeman is down. Right in front of the technical area. There you go, Alex. There you go, bud. There you go, brother. Last touch by Paraguay. As the U.S. play it in and play has resumed. It'll be Chris Richards playing it off to Tim Ream. There's a ball forward. Heavy touch by Jedi, so here comes Paraguay now. As that ball gets played all the way back to Gill. As look at Tyler Adams pressing the issue. That ball has to get played back. As the U.S. will come away with it. Nice play right there by Alex Freeman. Nice little 50-50 challenge right there. Here's Pulisic against Casares. Pulisic does a good job of staying with it. And there's a good ball. And here comes Pulisic now in the box. Christian trying to fight it. It's Bell again! There it is! There it is! Woo! Hey, I was right. 2 goals within the first 30 minutes. There it is, baby. There it is. There it is. And the U.S. get their 2 goals at the 30-minute mark. I'm still right. There it is, Drusilla. There it is, baby. Yeah, let's see, bro. How Pulisic split those 2 defenders was pure class, without a doubt. It's interesting that he went with Freeze. This is a pretty good attack first lineup, so that is good. Yes, it is. I was surprised too. I thought he would have went with Turner. It was kind of trending that way, don't you think? But man, oh man, the United States has taken a 2-goal lead, dominance, pure and utter dominance. And what was I telling you? At the beginning of this match, it's all gonna, that first 20 minutes is gonna determine this one. As Paraguay is back in their first World Cup in 16 years. This USA team, most of these guys are playing in their second tournament now. It's seconds. That nice move by Weston McKennie to free it up. Tillman's gonna try to pop one forward. He does. Finds West, plays one in. Nice defense right there by Paraguay. They're gonna have to clear this thing out, and they do as that one goes out. As Tyler Adams will play it right back in. I got to say Group A is the worst group so far. South Korea has had arguably like one of the worst 4-year cycles that I've seen from a national team. And coming in, South Korea was not playing well. And they beat up Czechia. And Mexico just absolutely boat race South Africa. That's going to be a group of attrition. Canada's group looks pretty soft too, as that ball gets played out. So the United States lead 2-0. Goals come in off an own goal. And, of course, Flo Balogun scoring an absolute screamer, a beauty. Here's Christian now. As Christians look great, man. You can see them trying to overload on Christian as he's dribbled through multiple defenders, dribbled around defenders. He's absolutely been a menace down that left-hand side. There's a chip over. Trying to find Wes. A little too heavy, as that one will go out to the U.S. Will have a throw-in, as Paraguay is absolutely on their heels right now, as they can't clear it, as the U.S. just keeps coming forward in waves here. As Freeman will play it all the way to the right. Here's Serginho. Good ball. And look at the space. Look at the space in which the Americans have to work with, as they are just playing right through Paraguay's 2 lines of 4. They are finding so much space in which to operate. Like, this has been easy. Look at Jedi around the corner being held. Oh, nice tip right there by Christian. Tillman trying to play it in as it gets redirected. And Almiron's in trouble here. And finally, Paraguay gets to clear it. Look at Chris Richards trying to hold it in. And it'll come down to Serginho Dest. Here's Dest. Again, dribbling through. Play on, says the ref. Here's Robinson. Out to Pulisic off the left. Pulisic cuts in. Now cuts back. Beats his man. Pulisic, header. Oh, that goes all the way to the backside off the right. Freeman. Oh, the U.S. has just been absolutely dangerous in this first 30 minutes. Dest is in the box. Cleared away. Tyler Adams will head it forward. Freeman will win it back. Absolutely no challenge from Almiron. Plays it back to Ream. There's a switch that Pulisic has to go out and get, and he does it. Oh, nice play by Casares. Good tackle on Pulisic from Casares right there. As the U.S. are absolutely playing dominant football, front-footed football through this first 35 minutes. I believe that. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. As Tim Ream now will play it forward. As Jedi will roll this one back to Chris Richards. As there's a good ball forward. Here's Wes. He's got a step. Wes will play it in. Oh, finds Malik Tillman. Tillman tries to shoot. That one will take a deflection, as that'll go out past the end line. So the U.S. will win. I believe it's third corner of the night. Good deflection right there by Paraguay, as the U.S. has been absolutely dominant through the first 36 minutes and change here in the first half. This is an absolute dream start for the United States. Getting the 3 points. And, of course, next week they go in to take on the Socceroos of Australia. And, of course, I'll be there. As this one will get played in, headed on forward. Oh, and it missed the far post by an inch. Chris Richards almost put it up 3-0. Oh, he just missed the far post. Oh, that could have been 3-0. As Paraguay will play this one long. Headed up by Sanabria. There's Chris Richards to play it forward. Good touch right there. Ooh. Good touch right there. But that ball went right off of Serginho Dest's face right there. Ooh. Good Lord, man. Good Lord. As it looked like that might have been Alonso right there. That absolutely played a rocket off of Serginho. As play gets stopped here. As we're in the 38th minute. There's Maurizio. Dude, some dudes just have the hairstyle, and they're able to keep it in heat and humidity. I don't get it. As here comes Tim Ream now, walking this up the left-hand side, as Christian Pulisic will have to play this one back. If Maurizio guides this team to the quarterfinal, Pochettino will go down easily as a U.S. soccer legend. Even if he's, Serginho. Nice play right there by Almiron to take that one away. Even if he was only here for 18 months. As the U.S. are trying to put the press on here. They do a good job as Tim Ream is going to have to play this one back to Matt Freese, who's had a quiet night tonight. As Freese will play this one long. As Ream again will play it back to Matt Freese. As we are about to push the 40th minute now. 5 minutes remain here in the first half, plus added time. As the U.S. do lead 2-0 here in the first half. Good ball forward. But Wes just dribbling through traffic, and now Balogun is down as there's going to be a whistle. As Bobadilla will get whistled for that infraction. As Paraguay has just been a step slow this entire first half. Here's Serginho now trying to cut down the right-hand side. Does a good job around the corner. Here's Serginho. Oh, and he played it right into Hill. As Christian Pulisic was cutting into the box right there. He was there. Not exactly the greatest cross in the world right there by Serginho Dest. But still yet another opportunity as the United States have just been able to generate quality chance after quality chance, and they have dominated the space that has been given. As Tim Ream does a good job there to play it back to Matt Freese. So we are in the 41st minute now. Here's Jedi. As Jedi will hold possession here. And they're going to call that against Christian. That's crazy. Caceres took a dive. I guess that's good. That's good acting. Why not? So this will be a goal kick, I guess, here for Paraguay as we're now in the 42nd minute. As Hill will take this, and he plays this one long. As Almiron will play it back. For the U.S., it's keeping this confidence up. The last thing you want to do is concede right here before the end of the half. As this one will fall to Serginho Dest. And Dest, again, not exactly the greatest touch. Here's Enciso trying to rush into the box. Tim Ream nearly loses this one, as Pulisic almost lost this one. So here comes Serginho Dest as the Americans counter. Nice move by Dest. He's got a runner in. It's McKennie. McKennie across. Oh, I thought Tillman scored. It was deflected. There's Freeman. Freeman holds it in. And he's got to hold it because it looked like McKennie was offside. As he does, he finds Tim Ream. 43rd minute now. As Jedi will play it across. Finds Chris Richards. As it looks like the U.S. have slowed things down here in Paraguay's half of the pitch here. As they are just looking for an opening. They don't have to rush it here. Here's Pulisic. Christian against Casares. Christian has just eaten him alive. Oh, Tillman. That was a 1-2. Tillman still comes away with it. No call on the field right there. And now they're going to whistle one against Chris Richards. Okay. All right, buddy. As play resumes now, as Paraguay will play it off to the right-hand side, as Casares is going to have to lay this one back. It's Alderete. And now Casares will play one long. Ream will head it away as it finds Jedi. Oh, Tim Ream slipped, but he was able to hold position. Everything is going right in this first half. Here's Tyler. Malik Tillman's first half has been interesting. 5 minutes of added time. As we are getting pretty solidly close to the halftime. Of course. I just said 5 minutes of added time. We're 5 minutes out. Come on, Steve. Come on, Steve. Use your language. As Tyler Adams will hold possession here. Can the U.S. get their third? Here's Jedi now. Plays one in. And right there is Hill. And he was chipping one forward for Balogun. As we have 4 minutes now remaining. As Hill will play this one long. As that comes down to West, but now it's Enciso. As he will play this one along, tries to find Almiron. That ball goes out of play. As Maurizio understands what's going on here. The last thing you want to do is give Paraguay any type of momentum. As I think this will be a free kick here for Paraguay. As the U.S. backline has to be resolute. Is that Katy Perry? Yeah, it's Katy Perry. God, she's still a banger. Still a banger. As this ball will get played in. And there's Matt Freese. As we have about 3 minutes left before the end of the half now. As Jedi now will make the switch to the right-hand side. There's nobody there because it didn't go all the way to the right-hand side. They can't just give away possession like that. As there it is right there, as that's a turnover. As Alex Freeman is there. Malik Tillman. Oh, what a good ball forward. Here's McKinney. Cuts. And he gets the ball taken away. But there's that ball taken away by Malik Tillman in traffic. That goes out. USA throw-in. Good hustle play right there by Malik Tillman. 2 minutes remain. Here's Freeman. And he will play this one back to Tim Ream. As Freeman will cut in. That ball gets chipped to the outside to Malik Tillman. And that'll be Freeman again as they're going to try to work that 1-2 down the right-hand side. Good ball in. Nice, even better defensive play right there by Paraguay. And now Bombardier tries to play it forward, taken away by the Americans. As Jedi will come back to retrieve that ball. 1 minute remains here. Actually, about a minute 10. Before the U.S. will go into the half. That's a good ball forward. It's Balogun. Beats his man. Balogun cuts in. Shoots. Oh, Ballo. Holla. It's 3. There is your dagger, baby. There is your dagger. There is your dagger. There is your dagger. There's your ball game, folks. Paraguay is not coming back from this one. Wow. Dude, we put Paraguay to the sword in the first half. In the first half. You know what's even amazing is 2 years ago at Copa America, if we actually had this performance at Copa, that would have been fire. What a finish. What a finish. What an absolute finish. Right into the top corner. As Ballo has a first half brace. And there's the half with the U.S. leading 3-0. 3-0. Oh. As Rich Rod, you can't take that one away. Coward refs. That's funny. Wayne Bonner. Sup, folks? Hope you're all well enjoying the football. How you doing, Wayne? Good evening, my friend. Yeah, Rich Rod. I know, dude. We have, it's amazing how this this team is playing at the moment. They have absolutely put this team to the sword in the first half. Let's go ahead and check out the stats for this half. The U.S. lead the possession battle 72-28. Total shots, 7 for the United States, 2 for Paraguay. Shots on target, 4 for the United States, 1 for Paraguay. Big chances, 4 for the United States. They've missed 2. Accurate passes, 293-91. Yellow cards, Paraguay has 1 to the United States, 0. And the U.S. leads the corner battle 2-0. XG, the United States lead this one 0.80 to 0.10. XG in open play, 0.77 to 0.10. Let's see, non-penalty XG 0.80 to 0.10. Okay, that's great. Oh, by the way, XG on target 1.70 to 0.38. So, all right. So total shots 7-2 the United States. Let's see, shots on target for 1, block shots 1-0 to the United States. Neither team has hit the woodwork. Shots inside the box 6-1 to the United States. Shots outside the box 1-1. Total passes 330 for the United States to Paraguay's 130. Passes in the own half 134 to 65. Passes in the opposition half 159 to 26. Accurate long balls 17-10 to the United States. Accurate crosses 2-0 to the United States. Throws 11-10 to the U.S. Again, touches in the opposition box 26-2. The U.S. has been offsides twice. Discipline. Only one team has gotten a yellow. That was Paraguay. Fouls committed 6-5 Paraguay. The tackle battle, Paraguay leads that one 13-5. Interceptions, the U.S. leads that one 8-6. Clearances 12-10 to Paraguay, and keeper saves 2-1 to Paraguay. The duel battle, the U.S. leads that 33-28. Ground duels, USA 26 to Paraguay's 20. Aerial duels 8-7 to Paraguay, and successful dribbles 15-3 to the U.S. Let's see. Top player so far in the first half, obviously, Flo Balogun. Top Paraguayan will be Miguel Almiron. So there you go. Damn, Steve, how am I feeling? You tell me, bud. How are you feeling? Because I'm feeling goddamn great. They are playing so good. Yeah, Poch was keeping this in his back pocket the entire time. Listen, it's World Cup time, so you know these players are showing up. Let's see. Stoppage time goals are brutal. Just have the killer effect. Yeah. And let me tell you something, Jeff. That goal was absolutely massive. That's how you put a marker down. Get 3 in the first half. Put your team to the sword, and you just keep it pushing. That's absolutely just phenomenal. Has a player ever gotten a World Cup hat trick? No. So this would be a first. All right. Before we get to the second half, let's do a quick recap on what we've seen so far in the World Cup. Mexico beat South Africa 2-0 to kick things off yesterday with goals by Julian Quiones in the 9th minute, and then Raul Jimenez, who, by the way, is returning to Wolves in the championship after this one. He scored in the 67th minute. And it looks like Cesar Montas picked up a red card in the 90+2, so he will be out for their next match. And it looks like Yaya Shithole, Seathole. It's funny. It looks like it's pronounced shithole, but I guess it's Seathole. Took a red card in the 50th, and Themba Zwane in the 84th minute for South Africa. So there's that. So Mexico gets off on the right foot, gets all 3 against South Africa. South Korea beat Czechia 2-1 as Wang In-bom scored in the 67th minute, and Oh Yoon-gu scored in the 80th minute for South Korea, and Ladislav Krejci scored in the 59th minute for Czechia as South Korea picks up all 3 in Group A. Let's see. In Group B today, Canada picks up their first ever World Cup point as Bosnia opened things up in the 21st minute with Jovo Lucic scoring in the 21st minute. And Kyle Larin scored in the 78th to equalize for Canada. So congratulations, Canada, on their first ever World Cup point. So after one day, Mexico and South Korea top Group A, Canada and Bosnia, well, because Switzerland and Qatar have yet to play. So there's that. And then, of course, this is the first match here in Group D with the U.S. currently absolutely dummying Paraguay 3-0. So let me know how you guys are feeling about this one, because I know on TikTok there's a lot of angry Brits over there that are tuning into this one, that are absolutely crying in their beer over there. I'm sure the Irish are happy, though. I mean, the Irish are going absolutely crazy today, especially in Northern Ireland. And I know the Scots are feeling pretty well about this one. You know, I got your back, Scotland. Why am I not at the match? Because I don't live in LA, and I'd rather go watch my national team this upcoming week in my hometown. So I'm going for that one. Missing out on Wales. It's okay. Let's see. It's coming home. Okay. As a Mexican, why has the U.S. never played like this before? We've done it plenty of times against Mexico. Let's see. My guy Jeff here. We haven't talked about this at length. Wanting to believe, seeing this half of football as a believing man. You know what, Jeff? You know you want to believe, my guy. You know the belief is there. You and I go back so far with this national team, and we know exactly what we're looking at in World Cup play. This first half ranks up there quite well. You know what I mean? Like, it really does. And the aggression was there. The attention to detail was there. And one of the things that I absolutely loved about this first half was the fact that they dominated space. Like, Paraguay gave up so much room for the U.S. to operate. And not only did they get numbers forward, but one of the things that they did in today's match that they didn't do against Germany was, they finished their chances. And, obviously that seems like like a captain obvious statement. But, like this team is going to go so far as their ability to finish what they create. And what I like about this team compared to the other renditions of the U.S. men's national team is the fact that this is the deepest, most talented group of forwards we've taken into a World Cup. And it fits Pochettino's style, right? Like, I think the last coach that we had, maybe you think different about this one, Jeff, but I think the last coach the national team fit really well probably was Bob Bradley. I think, for the style of play that Bob wanted to play and the players that were at his disposal at the time in the pool, I think the team fit him like a glove. Bruce, maybe you can say the same about Bruce as well. It was a little bit different in 06 than it was in 02. And Jurgen, I just think Jurgen knew what to do heading into 2014. The difference with Berhalter is that Greg wanted to play, he wanted to play like Barcelona 2010, 2012, Brazil 1970. He wanted to play like this beautiful style of football that just didn't necessarily fit the players. The one thing you can say about Pochettino is that he understands the players that he has, and he knows that he can play direct with them. And because we have speed and we have technical ability, it works quite well. It works very well. The USA team suits Poch. He likes to build teams with no ego players. This is a good fit on both sides. For me, Poch should stay as manager. Yeah, it really is. The interesting thing, though, Wayne, is what happens in the next cycle, because by the time we hit World Cup 2030, a lot of these guys are going to be aging out, which is going to require him to recruit dual nationals and also bring in the next wave of young American talent. And we have a couple bangers, man. When you talk about Kevin Sullivan and you talk about Audrey Mehmeti and Julian Hall and Xavier Gozo, you still have Diego Luna, who's 22. Like, the future is bright for the U.S. men's national team coming into the next two cycles. It's absolutely beautiful. And yeah, it would be amazing to see Pochettino lead this team for the next 4 years. I don't know, man. I do not know if that's something that is something that is on his table. But then again, you never know, man. You never know. Let's see. Portugal 0-2 first half is the only. Yeah, fair enough. And by the way, that was an amazing first half against Portugal. By the way, the way that we caught Portugal flat-footed was just unbelievable. And that was a very good to great Portugal side that obviously had Figo in it. Keep the pressure. You never know. GD may be the difference between the first and second spot in the group. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And getting a 3 spot in the first half goes a long way. I have a question to test your ball knowledge. Let's see. My first rig game of the world. Oh, okay, whatever, bud. Yeah, you're probably right. Turkey winning the group. Yeah, okay. Haters gonna hate, bud. Who is the greatest football player of all time? Yeah, that's kind of subjective though, because you ask the same question to you maybe an old timer in England, they'll probably say Bobby Charlton. You ask a Brazilian, they're going to say Pele. You ask an Argentinian, he's going to say Messi. You ask a Portuguese, they're going to say Ronaldo. You know, here's the interesting thing. It's like I like Messi. I really do. And Messi has the World Cup over Ronaldo. I don't know, man. Me personally, I love both of those guys. What I like about Ronaldo is I think that Ronaldo is better with the fans than Messi, but that's just with the fans. But all time, it's hard. It's hard to not say Messi. By the way, LeBron James is not even the greatest basketball player of all time. You know, I guess that's why you're calling Christian the LeBron James of soccer, which is dumb, by the way. He's the Michael Jordan of soccer. But by the way, it's funny. It's like settle down. It's like no, because here's the reality. Because the funny thing is, like, you're going to be acting the exact same way. You're going to be acting the exact same way when England kicks off against Croatia. Don't act like you're not. You're like, oh, dude, you're playing Paraguay. Chill. It's like, yeah, I understand. But when you guys play Croatia, you're going to be doing the exact same thing, having the exact same behavior because you understand exactly what the 3 points absolutely means. So cut that crap out. Michael Jordan 100% is the GOAT. How dare you, sir? How dare you? What are you going to say, Bill Russell? Come on, man. Michael Jordan is the killer, is the killer of all killers. That dude will slice your heart out and show it to your face. Yeah, okay. As the players will return back onto the pitch to start this second half. Before I do, let's check in with Drewzilla here. It's subjective, but it's also messy. I love you, Drew. I really do, bud. That's true. LeBron's even second best. I'm sure I'd pick Jordan. I would definitely pick Jordan and Kobe. But really, if you really want dominance, then you go with Shaq. You go with Shaq. Like if you're talking dominance, it's Shaq, but also MJ. Also, I would actually pick Larry Bird over LeBron if I'm being brutally fucking honest about it. All right. As we are beginning the start of the second half, and I wonder, oh yeah, here we go. And there is going to be changes at the half as it looks like Christian Pulisic is coming out as Sebastian Berhalter checks in at the half. Up 3. Interesting. You obviously never saw Larry Bird play basketball. So the U.S. is up 3 as play resumes to start the second half, as it looks like Pulisic has come off at the half up 3. And I will let you guys know if there is anything injury related. I doubt it, but you never know. So yeah, so Berhalter is on. And it looks like Maurizio has come on for Paraguay. So I will keep you posted as to the reasons why. as this ball gets cleared, as Alex Freeman will pop this thing backwards as Tyler Adams tries to play it forward, as this one will come down as Freeman. Looks like Freeman, last touch by Paraguay. Yeah, I guess so, from Maurizio. So that ball will get thrown in, as the U.S. will hold possession. A dominant first half for the Americans, 72% possession, 3 goals, 2 by Flo Balogun, and of course the own goal by Bombadillo, as Ream will play this one forward, as that one is going to get cleared out, as it looked like Jedi had the corners. Caceres has no choice but to play this one out, as Saba will hand this one off to Malik Tillman for the throw-in here. U.S. has a commanding 3-0 lead to start the second half, as the 3 points are damn near as guaranteed gets. As Balogun will try to shoot. That's going to take a deflection. Nice little turnaround shot right there. Tim Ream's going to have to play this one back as Matt Freese is there. As Chris Richards now will handle this one. That's a good ball forward from Malik Tillman, taken away. Good tackle right there. Looks like that was Kubas. Good challenge right there. As Enciso beats Tyler Adams. And now here comes Paraguay. Here's Miguel Almiron. He's got the overlap. Caceres plays one in. Right there is Tyler Adams. Bad outlet. But the U.S. will come away with it. And now Jedi is going to have to clear this one. And there's going to be a foul. U.S. will have possession, as it looks like Gomez is upset. He gets whistled for the foul, but that definitely was a foul. You can't grab shirt, buddy. So I've heard that's a turnover right there. As that one will go over the corner. As good defense by Tim Ream. As that was just a bad turnover. Bad pass right there. As Tim Ream did a good job right there of defending it. But I've heard some complaints that that so far the start of this World Cup has been boring, to say the least. And I had a feeling this was going to play out this way, because when you absolutely fill the tournament with shit teams that have no that's a shot that's going to get through, taken away by the U.S. and cleared by Balogun. Sketchy moments here for the U.S. on defense. That's a good ball forward. Here's Almiron. 1v1 against Ream around the corner. That'll get out. And they're going to whistle that against Tim Ream. There's a yellow card. Oh, Timmy boy. Can't do it. I had a feeling that this extended tournament was going to play out this way, because let's be perfectly honest, right? Paraguay otherwise wouldn't be here. South Africa wouldn't be here. Bosnia wouldn't be here. And don't get me wrong. Yes, it's the World Cup, but that being said, it's like when you allow, 15 more teams that most definitely shouldn't be here, you're going to get lopsided performances. You're not going to have a group of death, and you're not going to have that group stage trauma as we saw 4 years ago. So this will be a free kick here, as Enciso will play this one in. Chipped in, headed forward, as Jedi now will head it away, as the U.S. And there's a whistle here. As I'm trying to figure out what the whistle was here for. Apparently, there's going to be a VAR check, but it says confusion de entidad. I love that. There's confusion on the. There's confusion. You know, I rather. That's the thing. It's like I rather enjoy the group stages in a World Cup. Don't get me wrong. The knockout stages are fantastic, but you know, you do have some decent drama. Like 4 years ago when the U.S. was in a group with Wales and England, and Iran. Oh yeah, there you go. That shouldn't even have been a free kick. Look at that. Tim Ream didn't even hit him. Oh, actually, that's going to be a yellow card on Almiron. It's going to be reversed. Oh, what's going to happen here? Yeah, they're rescinding the yellow card, and then they're giving it to Almiron, yeah, for the dive. Absolutely. Great call. Great call. That's funny, Bruno. Yeah. So the yellow card gets rescinded on Tim Ream. Absolutely. So there you go. That's how VAR is supposed to work. I hope PGMOL is going to take a page out of this. As Berhalter will head this one forward. As Paraguay will play this long. Nice play by Richards. As this will get settled, and Paraguay will come away with possession. U.S. is up 3-0 as they have taken Pulisic off at halftime. As Freeman will come over the top and play this one out. I'd like to think it is because we are up 3-0 and you don't need to continue to play them. But that being said, bringing in Sebastian, moving McKennie a little bit higher up the pitch here with Tillman. There's a turnover. Here's Malik. Tries to play it forward. That's not a great through ball at all, Malik. Come on now. Come on, Malik. Oh, what a terrible through ball. As Alex Freeman now will have the throw in. As that'll go out of play, so the US will do it again. As we are approaching the 55th minute, as Bombadillo actually comes out for Maurizio or Marcelo Murillo. Yeah, Maurizio. There you go. How that's not a whistle against Altretti right there. He straight up tripped homeboy. That was in the box too. That should have been a penalty. As Dest trying to chip it up and over, as it'll be a throw in for the U.S. As that comes down to Serginho. Cleared away, but held in. Here's Serginho. There's the tip to the outside. Here's Wes. 1v1. As Wes is going to have to turn this one around. And there's a turnover right there. As Wes couldn't handle it. The U.S. will come away with this. As Sebastian Berhalter will play it. There's a foul. Yeah, and now they're gonna have to call it, as the ref said play on, but Tyler Adams is down. I kind of agree with that. I think England will make a final as well too. Yeah, I can see that. I agree with that. As play resumes, here's Serginho trying to find space. That gets closed down by 3 defenders. As Sebastian nearly had that turnover right there, and then he slips and falls. U.S. get a nice turnover here. Here's Malik Tillman. Does find Jedi. Jedi beats his man around the corner. Here's the pop to the back post. There's nobody there except for Wes. Wes is going to lay it. Malik gets a shot blocked. That's going to bounce out. Chris Richards is there. And it's Alex Freeman who tries to save it as he lands on his booty. There's Paris Hilton. Who's my favorite football team? Now I'm on Unk status. Yeah, I guess I'm on Unk status. Spurs. Gotta love Spurs. As Paraguay will have the restart, the possession on the restart. As that ball's taken away by Tim Ream. As that deflection will get chipped forward. Oh, nice play right there by Tyler Adams. Kicks it out to Jedi. Just an unbelievable technical play right there by Tyler. As this ball works its way down to the right-hand side, here's Serginho. Serginho cuts, nearly slips, and that's going to get tipped out, so the U.S. will have a corner. Good defense right there by Paraguay. This turf is a little questionable, as we're getting some slips here. We would body Argentina or Spain. It's easy to talk shit and be confident up 3-0. So the U.S. will have the corner here as Jedi will play one short. As Freeman tried to keep it in here for the U.S., that's going to pop all the way out. And there's going to be a yellow card against Tyler Adams. You can't afford to have those stupid fouls there, Tyler. Yeah, it is nice having Poch. There's going to be a whistle as Freeman will draw the infraction against Enciso here. As we're approaching the 60th minute now, 30 minutes remain. U.S. leading 3-0. 2 first-half goals by Flo Balogun. Of course, if you're tuning in, do me a favor and please hit that like and subscribe button and also hit the notification bell. As I'd like to get this well over 500 by the end of the night. As there's a ball forward. Here's Wes. Wes is going to play one. Headed away, but right there is Malik Tillman. Tillman. Oh, nice ball in by Tillman. Oh, I think that's going to be a goal kick as Tillman came in on a free ball right there. As that was just tipped forward by a Paraguay defender. Tillman came in. And as he shot, that ball Gomez stepped right on his foot. Ooh. As that ball is going to fall all the way back as Tim Ream will play it all the way back to freeze. As we are now at the 60 plus 40. As the U.S. are in firm control of this one. Nice play by Tim Ream. As he shook the checks off home dude's Nikes. And here comes the U.S. now trying to counter. Ball forward, finds Serginho in the box. Good ball in. Tipped away. As West will try to hold possession, and he does. Here's Saba. Saba going to try to find Malik. As that's good defense right there by Caceres. So Paraguay will make a switch as Arce will come on. As Sanabria comes off. So Paraguay is taking off one of their main strikers. Interesting. Makes sense, I guess. As Freeman will play it all the way to the right. Here's Serginho. That's a good pass forward. As Balogun will take a sliding tackle. No whistle. That's a good ball into the box. Oh, Serginho plays one across as Jedi loses some traction. But there's Chris Richards to hold it in for the U.S. as the U.S. created yet another chance right there. That was a good chance. Probably their best of the second half as that ball gets tipped forward. And right there is Hill. As we are coming into the 63rd minute, there's Tom Cruise and David Beckham. Two guys that are actually pretty good friends. Oh, what a play right there by Weston McKennie along the touchline. Here's Balogun. Balogun plays it across. That's not a great pass as Sebastian Berhalter was trailing. Could have been 4. Soccer. Looks like you're gone, bud. As here comes Paraguay. As the U.S. are fully in control of this one. As Almiron will have to play this one back. And Paraguay now will try to shift to the left-hand side. Here's Enciso. 1v1 against Freeman. Gets around the corner. He does a really good job here. There's Tyler Adams. As Enciso tries to cut in to play a shot. That's going to take a deflection. There's a shot that clears the entire crossbar by a whole 10 feet. Nice little work ball right there by Paraguay. Starts with Enciso beating Freeman. Imagine Tim Ream versus Harry Kane. Yeah, we saw it 4 years ago. I don't have to imagine. How many goals did he score? Oh, none. That's right. And here comes West now down the right-hand side. Lays it off to Serginho. Serginho's just been everywhere. Here's Tillman. As the U.S. will play this all the way to the left-hand side. And now it's back to Chris Richards. And back to Alex Freeman. So here's West now. Hugging the right-hand touchline. Nearly taking it away right there. That's a good chip forward. Here's Serginho. He's got space. Serginho plays one in. Good defense right there by Paraguay. As Tyler Adams will keep this in for the U.S. As Berhalter will play it back to Timmy. Timmy. As the U.S. will try this one more time. As Balogun loses possession. Here comes Paraguay. Good chip forward, has Enciso, but there's Chris Richards. You ain't getting past Chris. You just ain't doing it. Timmy, you guys want to go get high? As that'll be the second half hydration break. Here in the 67th minute, the U.S. still leads 3-0. Let's see. Take back that yellow card. Yeah. Hope not injury. Yeah. But goal differential isn't a thing. Yeah, it really is a thing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like it's not an injury. There's just no need to push up 3. Yeah, it's funny. I'm glad the yellow was rescinded because it didn't look like Tim got him at all. That's why he was holding up his finger. So VAR rescinded it. And by the way, see, that's what VAR is for. To get the correct call, not to give Arsenal another goal. Fucking PGMOL. Yeah, goal difference is a thing. But if you keep a clean sheet from here, 3 goal difference after one game is a great start. Yeah, for sure. Poch has got your boys playing some lovely football. There are more goals for the taking in this match. Will you hope? It's going to be interesting to see what happens here because I would probably assume this is going to be the area where we start seeing Poch use his bench. Up 3. Like me, I wouldn't mind bringing on Austin Trusty right now. Bring Ream off the pitch. You're up 3. 20 minutes left to play. Why not? Well, technically, Balogun was born in New York City, so he's American. I'll give you Jedi. You know what would have been great? Had Erling Haaland played for England, considering he was born in Leeds. Imagine that strike partnership with Harry Kane and Erling Haaland. Holy crap. He chose Norway, though. As we are moving into the 70th minute, 20 minutes remain now. As the U.S. are cruising to an easy 3 points here. EASY. As play resumes here. As the U.S. have to keep their heads here. You don't want to concede. You want to keep the clean sheet. As Almiron takes a rocket and it looks like it went off Jedi again. And there's going to be a whistle as that will go against Paraguay. Oh, as Caceres will get Malik Tillman in the back there. As it looks like the U.S. are about to make a double switch here, as Ricardo Pepi and Tim Weah will check into this one. There's my boy Ricardo. As it looks like Balogun will come off here. Of course, Balogun's probably the man of the match tonight. 2 goals. 2 absolute massive. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And that's the way we like it. We like it. We like it. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. As Serginho Dest will come off as well, too. So Timmy Weah will make his 2nd World Cup appearance here. Coming on for Serginho. Last time we saw Tim Weah, he was getting abused by Jeremy Doku. He wouldn't be the first to get abused by Doku. As there's a whistle, so this will be a Paraguay free kick. Yeah, what are you going to do? Sometimes you take L's and sometimes you take L's in soccer. I know 2 very big L's that England took. Once against Italy, and then another one against Spain. Oh, there's a good ball forward. There's a shot. Oh, you can't give up the goal. They gave up the goal. They gave up the goal. You can't concede like this late. You can't turn it off. As the U.S. concede in the 73rd minute to Maurizio, who came on as a substitution in the first half, or in the at the halftime for Bombadillo, so he scores. As we see it again, as that free kick gets played backwards, as Tim Ream chipped it forward. Not enough time for Freeman to get over to cover that space. As Enciso just plays a good ball forward right there. As Paraguay gets one back. As let's see if the U.S. can get one right back. As Paraguay will come down with this ball again. As the U.S. defense pulled a Christian Romero right there and completely fell asleep. So no clean sheet. That ball's taken away. Here's Tillman. Tillman shoots, and he just puts it right into the keeper's hands. Good Lord. Come on now. Come on, Malik. What are you doing? Who's number 9? Ricardo Pepi. What are you doing, Malik? Malik has actually had the worst game here. Malik has actually played pretty terribly today. If I actually got to be brutally honest about it, outside, like pretty much everybody's had a pretty solid go today. Malik has been the weakest link. There's a ball forward, and again, too far forward, trying to play Pepi on. All right, well, at the next stoppage, bring in Gio Reyna. Let Gio have the last 15 minutes. And we're clearly missing something down that left-hand side without Christian. That's a good play. That's a good forward pass right there by Sebastian. Here's Wes. Lays it off to Malik. He's got the overlap. It's Jedi. Let's see us get one back real quick. Here's Saba. Plays it away. Here's Alex Freeman. Here's Jedi off the left-hand side. And they'll chip this one back as the U.S. are just playing keep away here. Attack forward. Come on now. As Freeze has to rush this. As there's going to be a whistle. As the U.S. will retain possession here. As we are now in the 76th minute. 15 minutes remain. It's time to bring on Gio. I wouldn't even mind seeing Zendejas. It just seems like Malik has been gun shy all night. Here's Wes. As Malik will play this to the right hand side. Here's Timmy Weah. As Weah shoots. Ooh. Good save right there. By Hill. Or was that deflected? Nope. That was a good save right there by Hill right there. As Timmy Weah put a good shot on. How is this a goal kick if it was last touched by the keeper? You tell me. As Jedi will play it forward. Nice play by Saba to step in there and try to rip that one away. But Paraguay will come away with it. Here's Almiron. Miggy. As it looks like that's Maurizio. As it looks like all of a sudden Paraguay is starting to get numbers forward. Here's Enciso. Against Timmy Weah. And there's the ball that's taken away. Here comes Malik Tillman now. As he's going to run past his defender, stays on his feet. And now there's going to be a whistle. And Gomez is not happy about it. And he gets shown yellow. So the U.S. will have a free kick here. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. So it looks like there'll be a double switch here for Paraguay as Miguel Almiron will come off. This kid looks like he's 15 years old. As Velasquez will come on. Actually, it's going to be a triple change as Casares comes off. As Sosa comes on. And so does Velasquez. So let me give those for you here. So it looks like, yeah, so Ramon Sosa and Gustavo Velasquez come on for Paraguay. There's Infantino, Gianni Infantino. So the U.S. will have a free kick here as it will be Sebastian Berhalter standing over this one. As the ref here is saying, I guess, there it is. So Paraguay makes their third and final switch here of this triple shift as it looks like it's Gamara coming on for Paraguay. So Sebastian Berhalter and Jedi will take this one. And it's Berhalter. Here's Tim Ream, heads it forward. That's going to fall to Pepe, and Pepe doesn't have an angle. As it comes down to Ricardo, plays it forward, taken away by Paraguay. Look at Sebastian keeping it in. Here's Malik. As he's defended by two in the corner here, chips it forward and out, so that'll be a goal kick. Okay. As it looks like Gio Reyna is about to check in for the United States. Yeah, okay. As Tillman will come off as we're in the 81st minute. So Gio will come on to play the final 10. As welcome back, Gio Reyna. There's a ball in. That's going to be headed away. And that gets played all the way back to Hill. As Gio Reyna loses that. So here comes Paraguay. It's Enciso now. And Timmy Weah will get whistled for that infraction. So looks like this will be a free kick here. As Pochettino is arguing on the touchline here. As this will be a free kick here for Paraguay. Dangerous area here, and the last thing the U.S. can afford here is to concede yet another. Yeah, he did not tear his ACL. As that one will go in, headed away by the U.S. Tyler Adams does a very good job staying with it. As Enciso put a good ball in here, but that's offside. Yeah, 100% that's offside. So this will be a long goal kick here for the U.S. as Matt Freese will have this one. As Tyler Adams did a good job of working that one. Come on, Gio, wake up. You can't react, buddy. As Chris Richards again on Enciso. Solid tackle right there by Chris. As there's another whistle. As play resumes. Yeah, these whistles are starting to get a little ticky-tack as this game is winding down. As Jedi comes away with this. Oh, good dribbling here by Jedi. That's going to get out. Oh, play resumes? That ball was 100% out. There's another one that went out. Here comes Paraguay. As that one has to get played back. It looked like that was Arce. As this gets played back to Hill. As Pepe charging the keeper there. Did the USA come away with it? Nope. Here's Enciso. Tries to chip it away over Ream. Ream is going to win that battle back to Matt Freese. Good hustle right there. As the U.S. plays it a little bit out of trouble. But Paraguay is pressing higher. Looking for their second. As Freese will play this long. Last 20 or so minutes, Paraguay has done a very good job of holding possession. As the U.S. have essentially just reacted here in the second half. As that, again, that's going to be another free kick for Paraguay. As we are now in the 85th and a half minute. That was a fiasco, that Reina Berhalter controversy. As Tyler Adams does a good job there of clearing it as he's down. Yeah. No reports of injury for Christian Pulisic. Pochettino will address it in this post-game press conference. Well, Reyna's dad, Claudio and Greg were best friends, and it started because Gio wasn't getting enough playing time in the last World Cup. That's how it started. As we were coming up to the 87th minute. Here's Sebastian. Good pass right there by Saba. Nice turn by Jedi. As Sebastian's being hounded, he plays a good ball back to Chris Richards. As the U.S. swing it to the right, here's Alex Freeman dribbling between two defenders and tripped up. No whistle. Unreal. And now there's going to be a whistle. As Gio hits the deck, and Arce is going to take a yellow card here. As we are winding down the final minutes here in the second half, the U.S. lead 3-1. Paraguay did get one in the second half, but the U.S. did their job by putting Paraguay to the sword in the first half. As Ream will play one forward, picks out West off the turn. West is going to play it in. There's a shot. Oh, and I think Pepe put one over the bar, but I do believe that was deflected. As West put a good ball in, and Pepe puts it over the bar. God damn, you can't miss those sitters, dude. As this one gets cleared, as Tim Ream will be back. Here's Freeman. As Weah's playing for that one. Last touched by Paraguay, but there is a whistle as Paraguay will hold possession. Well, you thought wrong. The U.S. were very familiar with this Paraguay team. Played them last November. Advanced scouted basically for the last 6 months since this was announced. I was expecting nothing less but 3 points. Paraguay was going to have to play perfect, and even then, they're going to have to figure a way to score goals. There's a chip over the top as Hill comes away, but the U.S. will take this one. There's a chip forward. What was that? As Sebastian Berhalter lost his footing. As we're in the 89 plus 39. As we're approaching the 90th minute, the U.S. are in firm control as they dominated the first half. As Jedi will try to play one forward, trying to find Pepe. Good defense right there. But the Americans come away with it. And there's going to be a whistle and a free kick for the U.S. 7 minutes of added time here. As the U.S. are about to walk away with all three in their opener. As Gio is down. There you go, Gio. There you go, bud. It wasn't that serious. So it looks like Berhalter will be taking this one again as Jedi sits over this one along with Berhalter. Can the U.S. get one right here at the end? As Jedi will play one in. Headed away. Good defense right there by Paraguay. Tim Ream steps up. As Jedi again will play one centrally. Oh, that's a good pass. Here's Jedi. trying to find the corner. It gets cleared. As Weah again will play it off to the left. Here's Jedi again. Here's Timmy Weah. Plays one forward. Jedi with space again. Chips one over. Headed up. Bearhalter. Forward. As Paraguay will come away with this. And there's the pass to the left-hand side. Trying to find Enciso, and he does. As there's Freeman, though. As Tyler Adams will take it away. And now Paraguay has to react, but Tyler Adams is there. And there will be another whistle and another card. As we have about 5 minutes remaining. For those that are tuning in, it is 3-1 United States. 2 goals by Flo Balogun in the first half. Paraguay did score in the second half, but too little too late as the U.S. put Paraguay to the sword in the first half. As Junior Alonso will take the yellow card there. 4 minutes remain. Let's see if the U.S. can put the finishing touches on this one. A nice little goal to call it good. As there's Christian. As play resumes. As it'll come right back down to Jedi. As Tyler will pass this over to Timmy. As Jedi again just has nothing but space down that left-hand side. And there's going to be another free kick here. As Saba hits the deck. And that'll be against Gamara there. As Gamara got Berhalter's entire leg right there. So Gio Reyna is going to stand over this one. Why didn't Gio just play one into the box on that free kick? As Freeman will play this short to Adams. So the U.S. are just trying to close this out, I guess. As Ream will play it long. As Pepe's trying to get this one back. And he does. Good hustle play right there by Pepe. Here's Alex Freeman. As this ball will rotate back to the left. Here's Jedi again. As he chips this one forward. Has Wes. Plays it across. And that's going to be headed away by Alderete. And we have about a minute and a half left in this one. As the U.S. will have a commanding 3-1 win tonight against Paraguay. And the U.S. will take all 3. And each home nation is perfect in this one. So Concacaf starts off incredibly well. Here's Weah. He'll try to shoot. That's going to take a deflection. 1 minute remains. The U.S. looked, I don't know. What's a good word? Passive in the second half. They were up by 3. They were just maintaining their lead. They weren't pushing forward with energy as they did in the first half. That's understandable. But they did switch off for the Paraguay goal. As this one will get played all the way back to Matt Freeze, as the U.S. have essentially burned down the last 15 minutes of this clock. Oh, nearly taken away right there by Paraguay. And the 7 minutes are up here. And this is probably going to be it here for the U.S. That's a good ball in. Here's Timmy. Here's Gio. As Gio will shoot. Oh, and Gio finishes it. Gio finishes it right there at the end. 4-1. As the U.S. absolutely bodies, and I mean bodies, Paraguay tonight. There's Mauricio coming out with the players. It's a love fest. Yeah, and that was just a solid finish right there by Gio. Right there at the end. What a good finish. Paraguay. Wow. As the U.S. in a dominating fashion tonight. 4-1 will be your final. As the Paraguayans will drop their opener, but it's all about the U.S. tonight. 4-1 is your final. Wow. Unbelievable. Hey, there's my guy, Drewzilla. Coys. Love it. Should have had a fourth there. I agree. Doesn't matter. Rich Rod says bench Tillman. Yeah, he had himself a night to forget, really. When when you're looking at just how dominant the U.S. were in the first half, and you just look at the way that they were dominating the space that Paraguay gave, and then you look at the performance of Malik Tillman, you're kind of like, who's the weakest link in the chain? It's like, right? They bring off Christian, and his play just didn't get better. Gio comes on in the last 15 minutes and finishes things out with a goal, and you're kind of like, well, okay. But outside of that, man, I was actually kind of impressed with McKinney's play tonight. Christian was dominant tonight. Balogun was dominant. I thought Tyler was dominant in spells. This was a total team performance tonight by the U.S. Hands down, this is the way that you want to start a World Cup. Get 3 points. Now all of a sudden you control your entire group now. Yeah, this was ideal. This is exactly how you want to start a World Cup. The last thing you want to do is have it come down to that third match. We saw that 4 years ago after 2 draws against Wales and England. They absolutely had to get 3 points against Iran. They did it. Okay, great. It would have been a lot different had they beaten Wales. It would have looked a lot different as well too. But be that as it may, this was the test, man. This was the test, and the U.S. passed it with flying colors. Let's see. Refs, WTF, are you serious? Yeah, that second half was bad. That second half reffing was terrible. Who else is in your group? Australia and Turkey. Let's see. This definitely establishes a narrative for the USMNT, which is welcome. Yeah, I would agree. And again, coming into this match, I said that the U.S. absolutely had to lay down a marker, because one of the things that was coming into this is all the political bullshit, all the political crap that was coming in, mainly from overseas, but also with Americans that couldn't care less about soccer. But all of a sudden now you have your national team that is going to get headlines for this one in an absolutely dominating fashion. And this is exactly what draws the nation on your side. And now all of a sudden there's going to be an absolute fever pitch for this team next week against Australia. And when we beat Australia and we move to 6 points, now all of a sudden, we control the group. So that third match against Turkey is going to be absolutely a banger. And for me, my goal is 9 points, winning the group, 3 wins, 9 points, putting yourself in a very good position to get like a scrubby third place team in the round of 32. Obviously, it's going to set up something nice in the round of 16. Me personally, I want Belgium in the round of 16. I want to get that one back. And I think we absolutely have the personnel to beat Belgium when it matters. So that's kind of where, in my projections, I have us going out in the quarterfinal to Spain, but stranger things have happened. And would it surprise me if we had a magic carpet ride? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and check out the stats for this one. As the U.S., true to form, win the possession battle 65-35. And this was the trend with Paraguay. When you looked at their World Cup qualifying through CONMEBOL, they conceded 60% or better all throughout qualifying. This is kind of a staple where they drop 10 behind the ball. They like to attack on the counter. They like to break. And we saw it tonight too on their goal. Try to get takeaways. In the middle part of the pitch, maybe even a little higher up. 1-2 passing, move the ball, get an open guy, put a shot on net. Sure enough, they did that tonight. Okay, that's great. But when you look at the standard style of play, the way that Paraguay likes to play, it's like this is true to form. XG, the U.S. 1.35 to Paraguay's 0.47. Total shots, 16 for the U.S., 9 for Paraguay. Shots on target, 6-1 to the U.S. Big chances, the U.S. had 4 to Paraguay's 1. The U.S. missed 2. Accurate passes, 508 for the U.S. to 230 for Paraguay. Yellow cards, Paraguay had 5 to the U.S.'s 1, and the U.S. won the corner battle 3-1. When you look at XG from open play, the U.S. led that one 1.31 to 0.19. XG from set play, though, Paraguay did get us, though, 0.27 to 0.04. So there's that. Shots on target, 6-1 to the U.S. Block shots, Paraguay had 5. We had 4. Nobody hit the woodwork. Shots inside the box, 13-4 to the United States. So that just lets you know exactly where we were taking most of our shots. Outside the box, Paraguay 5 to the U.S. 3. Total passes 596 to 320. Passes in the own half 232 to 164. Passes in the opposition half 276 to 66. Accurate long balls, U.S. 28 to Paraguay's 18. Accurate crosses 3-0 to the U.S. Throws 23 to 17. Touches in the opposition box 53 to 9. 53 touches in the opposition box. Great googly moogly. That is a crooked number. The U.S. were offsides twice to Paraguay's once. Like I said before, Paraguay had 5 yellow cards to the U.S. 1. Fouls committed 17 for Paraguay, 13 for the United States. Paraguay did win the tackle battle 22-7. Interceptions, the U.S. led that one 11-9. Paraguay had 4 blocks to the U.S.'s 13. They also had 33 clearances to our 17. Keeper saves, they had 3. Matt Freese had absolutely nothing really to do today except for getting scored upon once. Let's see, the duels. The U.S. won the duel battle 60-54. They won ground duels 43-40. They won aerial duels 17-14, and successful dribbles 20-6. Good, great googly moogly. So the U.S. in dominating fashion tonight. And it was welcome, considering how the last 2 friendlies went. and the loss to Germany. When you consider the last the March camp against Belgium and Portugal, you would say that maybe this team was coming in not as not as hot. But we've had other World Cup cycles where, coming into the World Cup, we weren't firing on all cylinders, only to have good World Cups. So from that standpoint, there is no correlation between the friendlies leading into the World Cup. This team showed up when it mattered, and they put on a show. They were absolutely clinical in every sense of the word in that first half. So from that standpoint, again, this is exactly what I was saying was absolutely needed for this team. And it was the best possible scenario. Let's see. Greg 1987 tonight was a dream scenario. Feels so good. I agree. I was not expecting this. If we won games, I was thinking 1-0, 2-1 type games. No, I mean, that again, that is and I've been saying this for quite a long time, that this is the deepest, most talented collection of forwards we've taken into the World Cup. And you can't, that's the thing. It's like, you absolutely cannot take a lot from friendly results, because the team itself doesn't necessarily, prioritize friendlies. So from that standpoint, it's really kind of hard to make to have correlation between the two, because when this team shows up to a tournament, they played something completely different, and especially with a World Cup. Understanding exactly what was needed tonight, it's like, dude, they absolutely bodied Paraguay in every sense of the word. And this is the marker that you wanted to see them lay down, without a doubt. But they played great, looked like a top-tier team. I know it's Paraguay, but they didn't have much less points than the other South American teams that qualified, not named Argentina. I mean, they finished essentially tied for third on 28 points in CONMEBOL. The only reason why they finished sixth was on goal differentials. That's the only thing that was separating them from Colombia. I wish Aiden Morris was still there, but Berhalter makes me feel less worried. Worried about the central midfield. Okay. I'm okay with it, man. I'm okay with it. Berhalter, the interesting thing is, like, Berhalter wasn't everybody's favorite choice, but Sebastian was okay tonight. When he needed to come in, eat some minutes, he can handle his own at this level. And I think tonight proved it as a little bit. Now, granted, I know everybody's like, well, it's Paraguay, but whatever. It's like, you got to play the teams that are in front of you. And this is a major tournament. And he looked actually pretty solid tonight. Was he lighting the world on fire? No. But that being said, it's like, it doesn't matter the level that you're at. What matters is, are you a liability? And the answer for Berhalter is no. I think Tillman's miss was more on Pepe being aggressive. Agree or no? Well, Tillman had a bad game tonight. Whether it was his through balls, whether it was his first touch, it just wasn't really great. Me personally, I looked at. It's hard to kind of blame it on Pepe, but I don't know. I kind of think it was maybe a little bit more on Tillman than Pepe. Let's see. You should piss that group. Turkey are the clickiest. You have to are the something you have to are the closest. The closest you have to competition. Yeah. And by the way, we faced Turkey last season, played them pretty tough, lost it. So, again, this team, there's going to be a lot of guys on this team that remember that Turkey game. And outside of Yildiz and Arda Güler, and by the way, fantastic team. Like, I'm not putting Turkey down. Like, the way that I was reading up on them to get more information on Turkey, apparently they're in their golden generation as well too. But those two are definitely focal points when you look at their attack. But Yildiz is a stud. has the ability to even go 1v1 against some of the best defenders in the world. So we're definitely going to have our hands full with Yildiz. Same thing with Arda Güler. That's not going to be an easy feat, but I still like the competition. Let's see. Tillman kills it at club level, right? Well, he started the season pretty well with Leverkusen. Tailed off a little bit in the second half. Wasn't coming into the World Cup on the greatest form. Didn't play a lot to close out the season with Leverkusen. So he's still one of our best players, but you can tell that maybe the form isn't where you kind of need him to be right now. Yeah, I think there might be an issue with his form. He's slower than the rest of the team, including a 38-year-old Tim Ream. And by the way, Tim Ream actually hustled his ass off tonight. Let's see. I want to check out something real quick before we go. Yeah, Paraguay didn't come to play. They came to be dirty and cheap. Yeah, I agree with that. Without a doubt. A lot of yellow cards, a lot of bad tackles from Paraguay. And it was what it was. The first 45 minute was the best that this team had in damn near 8 years. Yeah, I would agree. And it looks like, Pulisic was just taken off. Let's see. That's funny. That's crazy. All right. So again, that's the thing, man. I think that Christian was just taken off. There's maybe maybe he took a kick to the calf and it was a little sore. Whatever. He's going to be there for game 2. Like I'm not stressing Christian. Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau, they're together. All right. She's still a banger, by the way. So is that banger. Wow. Damn. There was there were some straight hotties there tonight in LA. Not surprising. Let's see. Coaches. Pulisic. Pochettino is going to be talking about Pulisic post game. Impressed with the plans too. They showed up true home game. Abso-freaking-lutely. Yeah. Paraguay weren't good enough. Outplayed and outclassed. Yeah, that's how good we are. All right, guys. Before I call it a night, I do want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank Wayne Bonner and Rich Rod 908. I want to thank Jeff Lageson, who's my good friend, for stopping in tonight. My guy, Greg 1987. Natesky showed up tonight, so it's good to see that. My guy, Drew Zilla. Gone, but lost but not forgotten. It's good to see you, Drew Zilla. You're my guy. Big fan of him. You got to come back, Drew. Who else? Who else was in here tonight? Oh yeah, Dermo's here tonight. Yeah, a lot of good action tonight in the chat. So I do want to thank you guys. Again, please make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell. I want to get this to 600 tonight. 600. That sounds about right. So show the channel some love for those that are tuning in on TikTok Live. The link is in the bio. By the way, the man of the match tonight obviously was Flo Balogun, getting 2 goals tonight. And I will say that the weakest link tonight might have been Malik Tillman, but hopefully we see a little bit of a rebound. So all in all, great way to start off the World Cup. And of course, next week, I will be doing a pre-match buildup before I take off. There will be no live stream next week, but I will be posting stuff on TikTok, on YouTube as well, too, from Seattle and hopefully we have ourselves another fantastic victory, and we go up 6 points in this group. I will be back, though, the week after for the Turkey A match on a Thursday. So, of course, there will be a pre-match build-up leading into that one. Yes, I am going to be going to the game, Rich. It's in my hometown, man. Whenever you have an opportunity to see your national team play a World Cup match in your hometown, you got to be there. So I will definitely be there. But we're also going to be doing some pretty fun stuff between now and then. So check out the posts. Check out the posts for upcoming shows. I'm currently trying to book a guest, a pretty nice guest, for the midweek as we talk all things World Cup soccer. So definitely stay tuned for that. A lot of good stuff coming down on the channel, and of course, over the weekends we will be doing other matches as well too. I will be covering Scotland and England, and I think I probably will be covering maybe some Netherlands as well too. So there's going to be a lot of action here on Stateside Footy. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and hit the notification bell tonight. It's been absolutely fantastic. The good guys won. The good guys won. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys. Take care. Have a great night.